don't know what I'm wearing. I got this thing off, you know one of those lovely pictures on Facebook that comes up, and it's like always of a stunning model wearing a t-shirt, and it just looked, I mean, it's beautiful, it's all backless, but normally they come quite small, but I've tied it. Actually, it looks better here, but I need a different vest top. Anyway, I just threw it on, just so I was a bit warm. Okay, we've got one person watching. I'd love to know who's watching. Really helps me to know who's watching, so please say hi. If you're Mel, hi. If I know Mel, okay. If she's a client of mine. If you are watching on the replay, then please still comment with stuff. Any questions that I ask, any questions that you want to know, because that way I get to know you, and I know what you want out of the group. I did think about closing this group, actually, because it takes time and it takes effort. I've got 2 other Facebook groups. I've got my one-to-one clients, my one-to-one coaching Skype clients, 2 Supercharged online programs going on, and my courses as well. Okay, so actually to give you any more of my time is a lot, but then I try to help people. There's many people been on this group that haven't even lived in Brighton, and I have found them a trainer, or I've helped them with something that they needed help with to do with mind, body, pelvic floor and core, etc. So I kind of pride myself on that as well, but I really need you to interact, and I really need you to appreciate what I do. So I did a live ages ago, so if it's got anything about courses, prices, whatever else, ignore that, because obviously they're different. I was in my lounge wearing a red crop top and red leggings, and it was about the difference between core rehabilitation, so building up that core strength, compared to fitness core. So if you went to a personal trainer in a gym and they did fitness core, okay? Oh, bless you, Mel. And there's a massive difference. And it doesn't matter if your child is, how old's yours again, Mel? 18, 19? Mel comes to my postnatal classes, okay? It doesn't matter if your baby is older or younger. If you haven't rehabilitated, if you haven't had some massage on that C-section scar, you haven't looked at how that core works in synergy, in coordination, you haven't looked at diet for core repair, yeah, then we need to go back to that, okay? So, but that was a long video and a really eye-opening video for a lot of people. If you haven't watched that, it's 20. If you haven't watched that video and you can't find it, it might be in the announcements, or just scroll down a couple. If you can't find it, please tag me in here and I'll tag you, okay? It's a really interesting video and one that I got a lot of feedback from, and since doing that video, a lot of people sought help. They could see where they were going wrong. I always make sure that I ask my clients the right questions. So my one-to-one clients, what is it you don't like? What is it that you want improving? What doesn't feel right? Yeah. So this could be pelvic floor, this could be back pain, this could be their tummy shape, whatever. It could be their tummy size, it could be their overall size, their body tone. And I do this because years and years ago, when I first started training, people came to me just for core. And I was fixing their core, or giving them the exercises to fix their core, and then they said, I'll go away and do it. Most people don't, yeah? Most people just don't. You're given a sheet, you're told you what to do, you don't do it, yeah? Various reasons why. I have the reasons why. If you want to know why, put, I would love to know why, Emma, and I'll do another live. So why is it that you don't do things that you know are going to make you feel better and fix you? Okay, why is it we don't do them? If you want to know why, say I want to know. So I was fixing or sending them away with what they wanted to do with their core. When I talk about core, I mean pelvic floor, spine, back, tummy, yeah? But I didn't ever feel that I was giving them what they wanted, okay? And that might sound silly because that's what they came for me for. But I think there's a confusion between core and core, okay? You can have a really strong, connected core and still be overweight. Oh, why? So that would be another live, Emma, okay? So you can have a really strong, coordinated, working in synergy core and be overweight. Okay, so when a lot of people come to me and they say, I want you to look at my core, I want you to work on my core, it's not just the core that they're unhappy with. Okay? It's actually the size of their belly. And the size of their belly, unless they have a diastasis where it pops out and it's a different shape, but the size of their tummy, their fat around the middle, is exactly that. Fat. It's not actually anything to do with their core stability. Now you need to watch the video that I've just mentioned earlier to really understand the core, okay? Now, some things like core massage would definitely, it wouldn't move the fat, but definitely massage is really good for when there's tightness around here and hardening or a C-section scar. Again, watch the other video. But the majority of the time, these people are unhappy with the shape of their tummy and the fat around their middle. And the amount of times I've been asked for an exercise to get rid of this or this. And there is no exercise to get rid of this or this. There's nothing like this, yeah? And no kind of can't run, I've got the wrong sports bra on, and no sort of running that is going to get rid of this and this. Okay, and core exercise alone won't get rid of this and this. Core exercise will really work on your deep abdominal muscles, and everybody needs to do that. But it won't get rid of fat around the middle. So what is it you want? And most people need both. Now, if they're coming to me postnatal, feeding mom up all night, la-di-da-di-da, then I am talking about diet to them. You know, we need collagen-rich foods, we need plenty of water, we don't need the sugar, we don't need the caffeine, la-di-da-di-da, toast and peanut butter all the time. But I wouldn't put them on a diet, okay? Do I put other clients on a diet? Well, a diet is what we eat, what we consume, yeah? So I suppose, yes, I do. But it's a really healthy, not cutting out any food group diet that is going to get rid of fat around the middle. The other thing that's going to get rid of fat around the middle is your sleep. Sleep gets rid of fat around the middle. De-stressing gets rid of fat around the middle. The right amount of exercise gets rid of fat around the middle. The right amount, okay? And a really good nutritious diet that you are consistent in gets rid of fat around the middle. And once you get rid of that fat around the middle, if you stick with those 4 things, sleep, stress, exercise smart, good nutrition consistently with a few treats, evenings out, social get-togethers, whatever, you will never ever pile on that fat around the middle again. Okay? Now, fat around the middle can look very different on different people. We could have obese, you know, where we're like a big barrel, a big apple, fat around the middle. Or we could have somebody quite lean, like me, that carries fat around the middle. Both of those, whether that lean person's a size 8 and the obese person's a size 24, both of those is bad for our health, particularly if we're in our 40s heading towards 50s, particularly if we're stressed. What is stress? Stress is lack of sleep. Stress is moving house. Stress is going through a divorce. Stress is losing a partner or losing a loved one, yeah? And I'm finding a lot of my clients now are unfortunately, sadly, losing their parents, okay? So that's another stress. Those are like the finance as well. Those are the biggest stresses in our lives. And every mom that's coming to me has got that. The kids don't sleep. They've gone back to work. They're absolutely knackered. Their relationship is suffering. Their mom's got dementia and they're moving house. Honestly, seriously, or they're splitting up. Those are the biggest types of stress. So if we're stressed, our body needs to really be fueled and exercised smartly, not hard, okay? To get rid of fat around the middle. But fat around the middle won't go through abdominal crunches. In the park today, a friend of mine said, oh, I love Pilates. And you're a Pilates teacher, aren't you? And I was like, well, kind of, yeah. I am trained in it, but I don't really teach it all that much. And she said, oh, I love Pilates. I love that sucking in and drawing in my tummy to get rid of this. It's not going to get rid of this. The only thing that's going to get rid of this is more sleep, less stress, better diet, exercise and smart. Okay? Now you might go, well, I'm doing all that and I'm not getting rid of this, but you can't be. You can't be. You can't be doing it right. And that's nothing against you. Okay, it's against the fitness industry, it's against what we're sold, what we're led to believe, the new fad fitness craze. I mean, we've got all these things. We've got Fitbit, MyFitnessPals, cookbooks coming out of left, right and centre. They're everywhere. You know, when I see a new app for this and a new app for that, we've got apps for meditations, we've got this, we've got that, and then we've got the other. So why as a nation are we growing fatter? And it's alarming and it's worrying, okay? And Emma says she wants to know why. Why we know something is good for us, but we don't carry it through. And I'll let you know that in another live. But quite often, well, not quite often, I know what works. So my 12-week online program, Sculpt, works. It's much slower results, but the ladies are learning. We've had our highs and our lows and our highs and our lows. We're on week 8 on the one group now, okay? And it's like, you know, oh, I'm crap at this, da-da-da. We've had lots of different things and we seem to be kind of like rising above it now. On my Supercharged Sculpt life, they sort of, it's not a plateau, but they sort of go like this, and it's their realization that actually, if they want that body that they so desire, this is how you've got to live, okay? And some of them have got poorly parents, and some of them are moving house, and you know, we've got all different stuff going on. So that's the added stress, and that's how we can easily put things on the back. But fat around the middle, so tummy fat and core are different things. You can't go to a Pilates class to get rid of your tummy bulge, okay? The other thing is having a disconnection. I talk about disconnection in the other video. If you're disconnected with your tummy muscles, they won't connect for you. The brain won't connect with the tummy. So we've got to start feeling this area. You know, when was the last time you actually rubbed moisturiser on this area? I don't know about you, but when I put my sun cream on, I like this with my arms, and I get to my belly and I go, yeah, this top. This is how it actually looks. So, you know, disconnection, not feeling it, not loving it, okay? And then we have skin. And sometimes, well, we have diastasis, but that's in the live I do. And if anybody wants to know more about diastasis, again, please pop, I want to know more, Emma, in the bottom, in this feed. But then we have skin. And so many people are trying to get leaner and leaner and leaner, and actually they're left with, they've got skin. The skin won't go, okay? The skin won't go. The skin is there after you've grown a baby. And there's various ways that you can try and tone it up and all this kind of stuff. Sit-ups won't tone up loose skin. Okay? Surgery would get rid of it. That comes with massive risks, but it does. Okay, if you want to go down that route, I will fully support you. I've got many people that I know, some of them actually top core trainers, that have gone down that route, and that's absolutely fine. But you need to rehab the core before, and you need to rehab the core after your abdominal surgery. So it's not a quick fix. But if you're left with this mound of skin and you're unhappy with it, then there's surgery, okay? There's a few other things that I'm trying out for my skin, for my belly skin, but it's skin. To make the skin look better, plumper, okay, to have better looking tummy muscles, it's about your diet. Collagen-rich foods is where I went wrong in my journey at the beginning. I was living off toast and peanut butter, sugar, tea and wine once I could drink it. That is not going to repair my body. That's not going to repair the collagen in my skin. Okay? Now, nobody wants to be obese. Nobody says, okay, I want to be obese. Okay, I want this fat around the middle. So it's not your fault. Okay, it's not your fault. You are not a nasty person. You aren't horrible. Life isn't that bad. It can be sorted, but we need to get it sorted ASAP before we hit 45 to 50. Okay. Lost my thing. So most people say they eat healthy. Now, everybody that I say, okay, send me what you've eaten today then. And yes, it might be healthy, but there's huge things that are missing, and there's huge things that I can instantly see there. Boom, I know to help this lady. This isn't putting the lady on a diet. This isn't dropping calories, okay? Often it's upping calories, upping food, and changing the exercise. And boom, it kicks in within 2 weeks. So if anybody is interested in how that works, contact me. I'm here. My 12-week online Sculpt program will not start until September. Okay, Sculpt is something else. It's not only weight loss and exercise, it's a lifestyle upgrade. We look at emotional eating, we look at behaviors around food, we look at doing things that excite you, we look at so much stuff, finding your purpose in life, loads of stuff, relationships, blah, blah, blah. So that's a 12-week lifestyle upgrade program that starts in September, and there's no way I have the time in the summer to give to my clients, but I am doing a quick fast, and I haven't even got a name for it yet. I was actually meant to program this in last week, but the moths took over and some other live stuff took over. So it's going to be a fast program, and it's going to be a 2-week program to show you where you are going wrong with your foods and how easy it is to actually change things up and get results in 2 weeks, okay? I'm going to post on another post why I wasn't a fan of these quick fixes and why I am now, because that's quite interesting. And I will also do your why, Emma, okay? Mel, you'll be on the next one in September. Yeah, Mel's heard lots about it. She's worked with me before. Sculpt is just amazing, the best thing ever. But it's September, so I don't like to say bikini diet, because you can put a bikini on at any size and rock it. Yeah, absolutely, totally rock it. And I'm not about being a size 8, 10, 12 or anything like that. But fat around the body, whether you're belly, whether you're a size 8 or a size 24 or 28, is dangerous fat. And heart disease is the biggest killer in women. Okay, and as a nation we are getting fatter, yet we have more apps available to us, more stuff on hand than ever before, but they're not working. Yeah, they're not working, are they? You know, we've got a vibrating app that tells you to do Kegels, everyone just turns it off. We've got somebody that does 2 days of good food and then their friends bring over cake. Then they do 2 days of good food, then they get a takeaway. That's life, right? That's balance. Of course it is. But it depends what their 2 days of good is. I've been eating out loads. I haven't put on any weight. In fact, I think I've lost a bit again. So if you want help, okay, and I've got people on this group asking me again and again and again. I see them in town. Oh, Emma, you look really, really well. Oh, well, I have to come and see you again. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, but I still got this fat around the middle. I want to go to Pilates, I want to suck this fat away. I don't even say anything now because actually, I'm not. My time is really precious, and they know where I am. But it's not that hard. It's not that hard. So my next live, oh Lisa, don't worry about saying sorry. You know it all anyway. I stripped Lisa's very petite lady, but I stripped her stomach fat off like that pretty easily. I could see exactly where she was going wrong, and she really shaped up. So Emma, I will do your why. If you're watching this on the record, if anybody else wants to know why, or anyone's like, wow, I want to know this stuff, and if I can know it in 2 weeks, I want to do it. And also I will upload my why I've changed my opinion on quick fat loss diets, I suppose. See you soon.